want.
Say that. Don't ever say that.
Don't get defensive, bro. I will drop you like a bad habit.
I have a daughter.
Back up.
I have.
This stuff right here really pisses me off.
Turn bad, bro.
You know, yeah, it really makes me mad, and
It could have turned real bad, bro.
I can turn all this over to authorities, and we can have a civil conversation. You can find sympathy between shit and syphilis in the dictionary.
On my mother's eyes. I was gonna do that.
What are you laughing at? Dude, that's a little girl. You came to have sex with a little girl the other night, you nasty piece of shit. What's up, everybody? This is a catch everybody's been waiting for, everybody's been asking about. This is the Georgia man that admitted to having inappropriate contact with 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds. This was a collab catch with predator poachers out of Houston. Sadly, his channel got deleted while on this trip to do this catch. So if you like these kind of videos, you also like seeing these guys get shamed and made fun of pretty bad, go check out Chet Goldstein on YouTube. ChetGoldstein. That is his new channel and main channel at the moment. Go give him a subscribe and check out his videos. He's hilarious. So this is a long video, a lot to take in. We had a lot to go over. I videoed all the way up to a few minutes in after the cops got there. I shut it off to. There really was no point in continuing the video, and I couldn't get some of their case-sensitive info on the video anyway. But I'll add the arrest at the end of the video so you can see him getting arrested. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button and leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a like. And if you're not a member on my channel, please consider becoming a member. You can just hit the join button on my homepage and become a member, and you get to see these videos sooner. My members have probably already seen this video several days in advance, so consider becoming a member, and thank you again for watching. Alright, I did have the messages here, but as most of you know, I've been having a lot of trouble getting YouTube to approve this video, and I have a feeling it is because of the graphic messages. So I had to cut them out. I hope you guys understand. It's ridiculous. But in other news, I am in the process of developing an app. On that app, I'll be able to put everything uncensored up, and nobody can tell me anything. So when that app is complete, I will let you guys know, and everybody can join, and you'll get uncensored content, videos and all. So appreciate you guys being patient, man. It's been a long, hard road to get this thing approved. Hope y'all enjoy. Hold on. Yeah, stay right there.
We're the former Civil War battleground, guys.
And I'm gonna tell him, come up on Airport Road. See if he'll walk up here.
Let's go all the way around it. Somebody's looking at the road. Let's go all the way around. Yeah, probably.
Hey, like, as soon as you go around this trailer, he's gonna be standing right there. Hey, man. You're not here at Corp?
Yeah, so you take your hands out of your pockets, please?
No, I'm not really.
Okay, do you have anything in there? Okay. So we were the ones talking to you the whole time. So who are you here to meet?
So that's not you in this picture?
No, that's me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we were the ones talking to you the whole time. We were, what was the girl's name?
Brianna.
Okay. So we were Brianna the whole time.
That was me.
Yeah.
Look at this right here.
So if you don't want us to get the cops involved, we're going to ask you questions and answer every question like we're the girl, okay? Is that understood? Okay. All right. So how old is Brianna?
She told me she was 13 or 14.
13?
13.
Right.
So did you say no, you've been talking to me the whole time? I don't want you to look me in my face. I don't usually do this. You're a disgusting piece of shit. You're a disgusting piece of shit. We drove a long way to get you. So I'm really from Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yeah, we came all the way from Georgia, from Houston to go get you. You are definitely the worst person we've ever talked to. So anyway, you are a registered sex offender, correct? And you're here trying to have sex with another minor again, yes or no?
Well,
Yes or no?
Okay.
but I didn't. Yeah, she's.
So we're gonna get into the messages right here. So basically, you asked how old are you? And then she said she's 13 immediately, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what made you okay with the age of 13? Being that you were already a sex offender and you knew this could get you in trouble. Before we even get into the moral standpoint of it, why were you okay with it and why did you think nothing was gonna happen? Go ahead.
At first, when she told me she was 13 on that site, Meet Me,
Uh-huh.
I was okay with it because it was just a normal thing on that site. But as we progressed, of course I didn't know it was you, but as we progressed, and she said it was okay and everything, and I was just okay. And
Does her saying it okay make that okay for you to keep talking to her? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
I just did it because I guess I thought I was gonna make her feel bad at the time, but of course I didn't know it was you. You know, and
Well, we've all seen the picture of your little and I don't think you would have made her feel any type of way at all. So you don't have to even worry about that.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that thing, man?
Yeah.
It looks like a little shiitake mushroom.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't have to worry about the feeling of sensation on her. So anyway, why did you keep talking to her?
I don't know. Like, honestly, I thought she was actually like a real person, because on that site there's a bunch of fakes.
Uh-huh.
And I was honestly at the time I was just looking for someone to talk to. I didn't know it was gonna blow up until she said she liked me and everything.
So you just looking for somebody to talk to with the other children?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Back in Pennsylvania, I don't really remember. That was like 6 years ago.
Well, we'll get into the chats about this 13-year-old, then we're going to talk about your past experiences and what you can do to improve, okay? So if you want to talk more and stuff, okay, if I give you my number, what can we talk about or do? It's up to you. It's up to you. So you asked her what's the oldest she dated. Was that because you potentially would want to date her and see if she was okay with older guys, yes or no?
At the time when I did it, I honestly thought that she was like into older guys.
Okay, so does that make it okay?
No, looking back to it, no. I honestly shouldn't even talk to her, but I continued doing it.
Mm-hmm. So what caused you to go talk to her? Like,
well, on Meet Me, there, you know, they had the age limit. It was, I put 18 to 30.
right.
And I put as my profile single, and I kept on looking, scrolling down, and you know, and there's a thing that popped up, and it was her name. Her name was Brianna. Said she was 18. So I messaged her, and we started talking.
Right, but she told you she was 13. So what caused you to keep messaging her after that?
Honestly, just because I wanted to just chat with her at the moment, and then because I was just bored and lonely at the time, honestly. And then, you know, we continued talking about, you know, possibly meetings, exchanging numbers and everything. And she said she was from Mississippi.
Man, you must have a pea brain if you think that little girl got on a Greyhound bus by herself,
What?
came here, then got an Uber by herself, and was gonna come to your house.
at halfway.
Is your mom inside?
No. But yeah. At the time, I don't know what was going through my head. I just enjoyed the conversation, like, cause most.
Oh, you enjoyed it.
No,
but now we're gonna enjoy this.
On the website on Meet Me, there's a bunch of people that just wants to role play the whole time, and I was talking to a bunch of girls my age were just role playing and acting like nothing, and I was just talking to this girl, enjoying our conversation, and the next thing you know,
it was this.
Yeah.
What are you looking to do with me? Are you?
Yeah.
What possessed you to ask a 13-year-old girl if she was?
It didn't possess me. I just asked it.
So what are you curious about it? Like, why 13? Because you wouldn't ask me or him, are you? But a 13-year-old girl, you only ask that to people you're attracted to, correct? Yes or no?
Well, who I find attractive.
Yes, correct. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, again, what did you find attractive about a 13-year-old girl that caused you to go ask that?
Well, with her face, it was it was just her picture on Meet Me. That's it.
You wanted to bone her face.
What's a bone face?
You wanted to bone her face.
No, I didn't like bone her face. I mean, it has with you, yes. I'm not bone her face. I didn't.
Are you shy? How are you? What sexual things have you done? So again, why are you asking a 13-year-old girl about her sexual history?
Honestly, I guess to see if she was gonna have sex with me.
Okay, and what about a 13-year-old do you find attractive?
Like I just said, when I met her Meet Me, that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Beauty. I didn't know it was a fake picture.
So you also have a prior history with other minors. You also talked about how you had sex with a 6-year-old, correct? Yes or no?
Yeah, but that was just a lie. I was just throwing that out.
A lie or not, why would you say something like that? You sick bastard. That is a baby.
I know. I just threw it out there because I was just chatting.
Right, but what compels you to have that fantasy of a 6-year-old? Because based on your prior offenses, you have sex with people that you're attracted to, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, but...
And you haven't had sex with minors before, correct? Yes or no?
No,
you don't.
I have sexual charges with minors, but I'd never had.
Hold on.
What did you do with the minors?
The only thing I did was touch a girl. I didn't have sex with.
Okay, but you only...
Aggravated indecent assault.
Yes. That was with a 13 or 14, I can't remember.
Okay, and the other one was unlawful contact. That's the touching.
That was the same chick.
Okay, well, the 2 counts of child pornography. Was that pictures of that child?
Yeah, she sent it to me. That was in 6 years, 7 years ago.
So how did you meet this girl?
Which one?
The one that you touched.
Pennsylvania. She came into my house.
So like, where did you originally meet her at? Like what app? Or was it a family member, relative?
No, it was actually on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Then it was actually on Kick, because she said she wanted to talk on Kick better. And then we just started talking, and then she told me to come over. So I came over, and then she came over to my house, and then she, just kind of let me touch her. That was it.
Okay, what about the 8-year-old? You told me you went into graphic detail about a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old.
I told you that I honestly didn't do anything with it.
And then the next test after that, close to it, was you've had with 10 or more young girls.
I know. I didn't.
I don't fucking believe you. Piece of shit.
Okay. But I'm being honest. I didn't do anything with anything. I was just starting a conversation with her.
Why would you say something like that if that wasn't if that's not a thought running through your mind? Why is that even a thought in your head?
Because I guess my prior history. For some reason, all these girls I talk to on Facebook / Meet Me, I always have to explain my past to them. You
didn't explain your past to me, like.
Yeah. Well, I thought you said that wasn't your past, though. I thought you said you lied about that.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about everything else in general, like.
So you're telling the truth about everything else except for having sex with that 6-year-old and 8-year-old?
Yes. I never did that. I never really did that.
So why are you telling that to the little girl? Was it to make her feel comfortable, to come see your nasty ass, or what was it?
Probably at that time, yes.
So that's called grooming.
So, again, you asked this 13-year-old about her first sexual experience. You asked her about a condom and white stuff. And again, so...
Where did he come? That's what you asked her. You think a 13-year-old girl knows what that is? No, she don't.
Probably not.
And then you explained it to her.
So at any point during the conversation, did you get a boner?
Yes, like halfway through.
So were you getting a boner when you were asking her about her sexual experiences? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about a 13-year-old getting rammed turns you on? Like, explain your... Because you only get a boner when you find something attractive. So how did that make you attracted? When I hear of a 13-year-old girl getting rammed, I don't get a boner. I don't find that attractive. So how did that trigger something that gave you... that grew it from 1 inch to 1.5 inches? I'm very serious.
I know.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to answer that. I guess by the way she was describing her sexual history, but
okay, but if I said he was a bear and bottoms for me, and I rammed him every day, would you get turned on by me doing that to him?
no.
Okay, so
Not.
it's not just the sexual history. What about a 13-year-old sexual history turned you on? Because I can talk about my sexual history, I can talk about his sexual history, that wouldn't turn you on. So why the 13-year-old? What about that turns you on specifically? Just be honest.
Well, honestly, when I asked her about that, I was just curious to see what she has done. And then she told me what she has done, and then I got attracted by what she said. Like pretty much what she did. I'm not saying she did anything in real life or anything. Obviously, it was fake, but yeah, I got attracted because of what she said.
Right, but I can say I did the same thing with you. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be turned on by that. So again,
But it's a principle, I guess, because she was younger.
There you go.
And
So
that was pretty much about it.
what about her being younger turns you on? Like her under 18, I should say, because you clearly have a history. You have CP charges. You have prior offenses. So what about her being younger turned you on? Go ahead.
Is it because you're hung like a gnat?
No. I was just, honestly, when I was on Meet Me, I was just looking to find a girlfriend.
No. His question is, what specifically attracts you to underage girls? Like control,
No.
dominance, because you got that embarrassing thing down there, or?
It's because, honestly, I can't find a girlfriend my age because all of them are whores.
Oh, maybe
Wait,
because you need to take
so-
some extends.
Wait, so that doesn't
yeah.
make any sense because you were asking her about her past history, and this 13-year-old said she did it before, and I don't know of any prude 13-year-old having sex. So clearly, that's not the issue for you. I mean, with you should take anything that you can possibly get. So again, what about it being a minor turned you on specifically?
I guess her personality and the beauty of her, I guess. I don't really know how to directly answer that because,
Okay.
like, I guess it was maybe because, like I said, like I was lonely. I was just talking to her and I got attracted to, the way she was saying things to me.
Why'd you feel the need to teach this 13-year-old girl how to?
Why did I need?
Why did you feel the need to teach a 13-year-old girl how to?
Oh, well, because both of them would use 2 fingers.
Oh, makes sense.
That's a good point. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't lie because
No.
you sent me a fully erect holding it like this.
Yeah, I have a bad history of like not getting hard, apparently, and I guess maybe I felt more comfortable talking to her. I guess, and I thought she'd be okay with it.
You could have at least had the decency to tell her to use a magnifying glass before you sent her that kid pic.
This is great right here.
Yeah.
My last ex-girlfriend wanted me to teach her daughter sex. I said, really, how old was her daughter? 8.
Yeah, I know. I never did anything. I just was talking. It's just me having conversation.
Really?
Yes.
And
I don't know why I do it. I just do it.
And with your thing, you teaching someone sex with something that size would be the equivalent of someone with no arms teaching someone how to throw a football, if you catch my drift. So
I asked you, did she learn? You said yes. All right, and then you asked this girl if it was a bad that you did that to the 8-year-old. You kept asking her that, and I said I don't think so. You said I'm asking you. She was so tiny.
Yeah.
And then with the 6-year-old, you went into graphic detail saying the mother helped your micro into her.
Because
that you licked her.
When I was in Pennsylvania, there was this website called Chatter, and there's lots of role playing on there, and that's where I got mostly.
So you role play with other pedophiles in there?
No, it was chicks saying that. There was a bunch of chicks about my age, 23, 24, 25, 28.
Saying that they were playing with 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds?
Yes, I'm being dead serious.
Well, that doesn't make it okay for you to do it.
I didn't say it was okay.
Okay.
I was just saying that's where I got the idea from.
Oh, okay. See, so when I see somebody smoking weed or vaping, I don't do any of that stuff. So I don't have the idea to do that or to do any of that. You know what I mean? So you only have the idea to do something if you're interested in it. So, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what made you interested in the fantasy of a 6 and 8-year-old?
Honestly, like I said, when I was in chat, I like the.
Is it a fantasy of yours to have sex with a young girl like that age? What, yes or no?
6 or 8?
6 or 8?
No, it was just me role playing to me.
Well, I mean, but you did get hard doing this role play, correct?
We're talking about with just a 13-year-old, not about.
Because you asked a 13-year-old several times, like constantly. It was like nonstop. What she wanted to do to you? Tell me in detail what you want to do to me. Constantly.
Right.
Yes.
Every day. You've kept me up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, countless days, trying to get this little girl to talk sexual to you.
So during these role plays that you had with 8 and 6-year-old fantasies, did you get hard at any point during them? Yes or no? So you didn't get hard thinking about it as 6 and 8-year-old?
No, I was just getting hard over what she was going to do to me.
So when you were having these fantasies about, oh, we taught this 8-year-old girl how to do it, we taught this 6-year-old how to do it, you at no point got hard?
I'm being honest, no.
Okay.
I was only just with the 13-year-old.
I see him.
Damn, you on yourself?
No, I was just farting.
Okay.
Excuse me.
But again, so why does this said 13-year-old get you hard when you're thinking about this stuff?
Why does it get me hard?
Yeah.
Because I guess honestly, because I guess I can't find no actual real girlfriend, so I get attracted to young girls because I think they might like older guys.
Or was it because you can control them, manipulate them?
I wouldn't say control them. I don't know, because that's why I usually ask. I don't really control people.
Did you say axe? You gotta, what was that?
Ask.
Okay.
That's a northern accent. I can't help that. I say it weirdly. But yeah.
So have you at any point masturbated during your conversation with her? Yes or no?
Once.
Okay. So just the thought of you talking to a 13-year-old got you hard enough to masturbate and ejaculate, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, but with the conversation that we were talking about, yes. Just not just
okay, with a 13-year-old. So if I would, again, this shows you are attracted to underage in some capacity, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So now with the child, you were asking her for child, correct? Yes or no? Nude photos, right?
At the beginning, then she told me no, so I said just send me regular pics.
Okay. But you were asking for nudes, correct? Yes or no?
I said yes.
Okay. So soliciting child, and then you also have prior child charges. So based on your fantasies that you discussed with a 6 and 8-year-old, how much child have you watched with prepubescent kids? A little or a lot?
Since my prior history or now?
At all.
At all.
Oh, I would say right in the middle.
So you've seen your fair share of child prepubescent kids, not 13, 14 that are slightly developed.
You're talking about preteen?
Yeah.
No, it was just 12 and up.
Do you have any child on your phone right now?
I don't have no child.
Okay, I got a good one for you. You said the thought of the 8-year-old and 6-year-old didn't arouse you at all. Like that wasn't nothing that excited you. How come you told this 13-year-old girl you're gonna get her pregnant, and then when the baby was 7 or 8 years old, you wanted to teach it to have sex if it didn't arouse you or you wasn't attracted to that?
That was me just talking and role playing. I should have mentioned that I was role playing.
But again,
it was a thought process of the idea of doing it because
you're attracted to having sex with underage girls, prepubescent children at that. Yes or no?
I guess
be a man for once in your life.
No, I said I guess if you put it that way, yes. But I would honestly myself, I would never do it because I'd be too scared to even try.
So it's not because you think it's wrong. It's not because you're not attracted. It's because you're too scared. So let me ask you this.
This says something different, buddy.
Yeah. So what's stopping you? So the law clearly isn't your deterrent when it comes to a 13-year-old. When it comes to child, when it comes to your charges, the law is clearly not a deterrent there. So what's the deterrent for 8 and 6-year-olds? Because you just said the only thing stopping you is you're scared. If it was legal, I guarantee you'd be doing it. We both know that. So what is the deterrent when it comes to a certain age? Like, would you have talked this way to a 12-year-old? Yes or no? Slightly developed 12-year-old, yes or no?
Probably.
Okay. 11-year-old.
Be a man once in your life. Be honest.
I never talked to an 11-year-old yet.
Okay, but if it was an 11-year-old?
Probably.
Okay, 10-year-old.
No.
Okay, so the law isn't your deterrent. Like 18 isn't the deterrent. I mean, I think it's 16 here, but 16 isn't the deterrent for you, like the law. So what's the deterrent when it comes to a 10-year-old that you just can't do, but an 11-year-old is you'd consider it?
I guess because at maybe 11, 12, she hit puberty already.
11 or 12, she hit puberty?
Yeah.
So obviously it's not fully developed. That's your preference.
It was like half developed. Like
is that your preference? Yes or no?
I would say my preference is like 12 and up.
12 and up. Okay.
But like obviously because I have sex charges, but like because I had a couple of people in Pennsylvania do the same thing. Like asked me a bunch of questions, and I told them 12 and up, and they told me specifically that that was wrong, and told me to go get counseling.
Wait, so you've been caught by a group like this before?
To put on TV, I didn't even know it was. I didn't know. I didn't even know what the heck was going on.
Wait,
you've been caught like a group like this to be put on TV? Was it Chris Hansen?
No.
It was another group of people like this with cameras?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. So
do you know what the name of the team was?
They didn't tell me. They just.
So you're out there on YouTube somewhere.
Was it on Facebook or YouTube?
They didn't tell me.
So you've already had it happen once, and you're willing to risk it again?
No, I'm not willing to risk it again.
You did. Well,
you just did.
So you knew what was going on when we ran out of that corner.
I was curious. I didn't honestly know anything. But like.
What city did you get caught in, and when was it?
That was in 2015.
So there was just this ragtag group with cameras that went up to you.
They came up. They came in a white SUV. They came to my house because I was outside, and it was in the winter.
God, just don't fucking.
So you've been busted by a hunting team before. All right, you're a registered sex offender. You've been to prison.
No, I'm talking about this is before I got arrested in Pennsylvania. It was like actually like.
So this never stops. Like there's no cure for you.
No, this cure.
No, there ain't no cure. There's only one cure. Okay, only one.
Don't say it. Don't say it. We can't say it. She is older now, huh? She's 10. So you talked about this 8-year-old girl you apparently did not do it with, but now you said she's 10. So you went into real graphic detail about this whole experience. What made you go into this graphic detail? I mean, you said role-playing. Role-playing doesn't make you do anything. Role-playing is a noun.
Yes, GTT.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, it was. I went into graphic detail because
you're getting yourself off. That's what it was.
Yeah.
For a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, that's.
So again, I'm going to ask you again, and now it's not a crime because obviously there's nothing there. There's nothing real there. It's not a crime. But how many times have you jerked it to the thought of a prepubescent kid? Once or twice or more? What? To a prepubescent kid.
It was the 10 when I said 10. but nothing younger than that.
So, again, you lied and said you haven't done anything with the thought of a prepubescent kid. So then you admitted you find a 10-year-old attractive now, correct? Yes or no?
I didn't say attracted, but the thought of like, I guess talking about it.
With a 10-year-old. Why do you think you're like this? Because there's tons of people that can't get any females and that get scammed and whatever that don't like underage kids. So it's not only that. So again, why do you think you are like this? Were you touched as a kid?
Yes.
By who?
My father.
At what age?
4 to 7.
So
Plays a big role.
do you think that could potentially cause your attraction to underage kids?
Yes. I've been trying to tell them while I was in prison, when I was in they called their sex group. And I had to open up, and my teacher didn't want to hear anything about when I got touched or anything. She didn't want to help me.
Just so we're clear, we don't think that's okay to happen to you either, but
Right.
what you're doing now is nothing to justify it.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I agree with you.
Let him go on. Let him go on.
It happened twice. Once by my dad, 4 to 7 with my dad. Once when I was 13 with my stepmother. And it would happen on my 13th birthday. And at 13, my brain was scattered because my mom moved away.
Right.
And she told me I had one choice. You can either stay with your dad or come with her. And my dad was manipulating me to stay up there in Pennsylvania because, I'm going to promise you the world. And then on my 13th birthday, my stepbrother Ryan, which was 18 at the time, sexually abused me and then raped me. And it scarred me for life. And, when I went to prison in Pennsylvania in 2015, 2016, I went to the sexual group. I was supposed to be in there 18 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, I did all the group, but I didn't complete it because she kicked me out because I didn't like the idea of the way she was teaching. She wasn't really helping me.
Right.
And, I wanted someone to actually, I had a one-on-one conversation with her about my charges, my past sexual history, and I told her that I was sexually abused, and she asked me the same question that you did about, do you think that could be affected? And I told her, yes. And she's like, that's not true. Just because your past doesn't dictate your future. I'm like, it can. If you get sexually abused, it can scar you.
Right.
And it can hurt you, and that may be a result of this.
Are you on felony probation right now, yes or no?
Felony probation?
Are you on probation right now, yes or no?
Yes.
I knew that because I went through I found your news article on Google, and it said you have 5 years of probation. So you're still on probation for this same shit, and you're doing it again.
So I'm going to ask you again, how much child porn do you have on your phone? A little bit or a lot?
I said 0.
0.
I'm being dead serious.
Okay.
I don't look at child.
So it sucks that you got scarred. However, you are also attracted to 18 and up, correct? Yes or no? Like if there is a supermodel with big tits coming.
No, I don't like big tits. I would say 18 and up, but with no big tits or big tits, I just can't do it.
Oh, okay. But I'm just saying, like, you're attracted to, say, a nice Victoria's Secret model comes up, you like that, right? Okay. So.
Of course.
So, even if you are attracted to underage, which you admitted to, right? Even if you are attracted to underage, why can't you just filter that out and go after only 18 and up?
Okay. To answer that question, to me, it is hard. I'm being dead honest.
I thought you said you have erectile problems.
If you're on my Facebook group, please share it.
Erectile problems.
No, I'm just going to go on.
Oh, you're talking about my tiny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, no.
You may
Micro.
Yeah.
We're gonna just be
You may have a small dick, but you are a huge asshole to overcompensate it, so it's okay. Go on.
And you have the deepest throat I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And
you should do porn. No, just kidding. Go on.
Actually, someone said that.
Oh, no.
It's funny. Someone actually said that.
Yo.
They told me to do gay porn. I started laughing. I'm like, yeah, no. Can't do that.
Okay, anyway, go on. So why can't you go after someone over 18?
I can go after them. I've been trying. It's
Okay.
just, some girls are attracted. Some girls just want a one-night stand, and I'm not like that. And I'm like, I don't like just girls coming over and trying to have sex with me just on the randomness of...
So your mom's not here right now?
She's probably having sex with her friend.
Okay, so when you told this 13-year-old girl just yesterday, is that when she got here, You want her to come inside. Y'all want to go straight to your room, lock the door, and do what?
I asked her what she wanted to do. She said she wanted to meet my mom.
All right, and then you said we're going to go to the room and lock the door after that.
Oh,
yes
yeah,
or no?
yeah.
What are you going to do with that child when you got her in your bedroom, man?
Honestly...
Because you told her many times you just want to get her pregnant. All you want to do is...
Oh, well, yeah, I did. I honestly did. See, honestly, it was... I was going to ask her when... I don't have a lock in my door, obviously. I don't have no locks. But anyway...
What would your mom say if she knew what was going on out here right now?
Do you think she would have bought the 19-year-old excuse? That, oh, say you're 19?
I honestly don't know. Depending on the way she looked, maybe.
Okay. So
then she probably... Knowing my mom, she probably asked for an ID card.
So do you think... Is your mom disappointed in you for your experience, like, past...
She's been disappointed ever since I got sexual abuse.
Okay.
It's been a hard life for me.
No, I know. I mean, I totally feel sorry for you on that end.
I know, and it doesn't make it.
It doesn't, but like I said, it sucks you got abused, man. Nobody should go through that. But the baffling part is, you know how bad it is, and do you think misery loves company? Like, do you think that's part of the reason why you want to do it to someone else? Because you just want someone to share the misery with you?
Yes, Kim.
No.
No? Okay. But, okay, so anyway, you said you can go after over 18 if it's possible, right?
Yeah.
So, explain the CP charges then. If possible, you could have gone after 18. Because it's so easy. I mean, there's millions of videos online with legal age. Even though porn is degenerate and horrible, there's millions of videos with legal age. So why specifically the child? Why'd you have to search that up when you could have searched up millions of other
videos? Talking about
videos?
my charges?
Yeah.
It wasn't me searching up. It was the chick that I was talking to. She sent the pictures on Kick.
But you have admitted to watching CP before.
No, I didn't say.
You've watched child before. You did say you watched child.
You did. You said they were like 12.
You said you've watched somewhere in the middle. When he said you asked if you watched a lot or a little.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I understand. I misunderstood your question. Yes, that was when during the same time I got arrested in 2015 with the chick.
Right. But so
I haven't watched anything since.
Okay, but why did you choose to do that when there was millions of legal videos to watch?
Because honestly, at that time, the videos on Pornhub was just like, I didn't like them. They look all fake and everything.
So how did you even find this video, this CP? Like, where'd you even go to search up CP?
There's people on Kick that I was talking to that just had it.
And
they just sent it to me.
Oh, they sent it to you?
Yeah.
So what did you ask them to have them send it?
They asked me what ages I like, and I said 12 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, okay, do you want to see a video? I said, a video of what? And then they said, a girl fingering herself. And I said, okay, question mark. And then he sent me a video of a 13-year-old girl.
Okay.
And then I met that other chick that that lived down the road from me. And she knew me and I knew her. And it was my stepmother's friend's daughter.
Jeez. How do you think she feels right now after her experience with you?
She actually feels totally normal.
So you don't think this ruins them for life? You don't think this ruins children's lives, like, period?
You're talking about in general?
In general.
I would say probably 90% of cases, yes.
Okay, so
I wouldn't say. I guess it depends on the situation.
It don't depend on the situation. All right, if you're messing with a child, you're gonna ruin them for life, no matter what. They're gonna have problems holding relationships in the future. A lot of them commit suicide. A lot of them gotta have counseling their entire life, therapy.
And there is that exception sometimes, but is that even fair to risk?
Definitely not.
Right, and you were selfish enough to go do it. I mean, couldn't you have just paid for a hooker?
No, I didn't have money at that time.
I guess now you're just like living it up, I guess. But
no, in Pennsylvania, I had a job. It just wasn't paying real well, and I had to pay every damn bill.
So why did you move from Pennsylvania to here? Do you have any family down here? You do? Oh, okay.
Besides my mom. But
you didn't? Did you move from Pennsylvania to get away from your past?
No. It just when I got out of prison, my stepmother didn't want to deal with my the consequences of what I did, and because I had 2 younger brothers, she didn't think I was going to do anything to them. They just went, because what happened with the whole issue with the school thing, it was posted on the school website, not the school website, but the town paper. And she didn't want my last name out there because it's my little brothers, if I went back living with them.
Right.
And my dad's like, okay, well, you have one option. You either find your own way or you just move down to Georgia.
So the same dad that abused you said that?
Yeah.
That's insane. So
How bad do you not want the cops involved in this?
Badly.
Can I go through your phone?
As in what?
As in your pictures and your messages?
To who?
To everybody. I want to see if you have child porn, if you're talking to real children. Do I have your permission to go through your phone right now? See, your hesitation shows me there's something in there.
I don't know what you mean by...
I'll stand right here in front of you and go through it. But
where's your mother at?
I said probably having...
All right, well, can you go get her, please?
That's probably going to be hard, because when I was coming out, she was just starting to have sex.
So you're going to let me go through that phone? Without you scrolling through anything first?
No, I'm putting my password in.
Okay. Do I have your permission to grab this phone and go through it? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes. If it keeps away from the cops.
Okay.
Oh, and just to say something, there's 2 sets of tracks and both vehicles are sitting here.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
Here comes another one.
Are you expecting somebody else?
No.
Are any of these girls right here underage?
Which one?
Any of these people you're talking to?
No. They actually tell me that they're 18. Some of them actually video chatted with me. But I barely even go on that site anymore. Because every time I go on that site, they want to freaking...
So good to see you guys. Hot out here.
Freaking, send me freaking websites of sex sites, and I have to pay for them. I'm like, yeah, whatever, no. I hate Meet Me.
You haven't matched on Tinder. I guess you haven't shown your face yet on there or something, or?
Here, you want to take a go at it? Well, you have to make sure there's not real children you're talking to safeguard them.
Yeah.
By your hesitation, I know there's something in there, whether we find it or not.
Wait a second. So you said you don't want to pay for anything, but this Tinder heart.
It's free.
Okay.
You're not Tinder. I am barely on that side. I just go talk to people if they even want to talk to me. Half the time they don't even. I hit heart emoji and then that's it. And wait for a response and nothing happens.
Just so you know, we are talking to your mom before we leave here. It's gonna happen.
Geez, you have people. Did you set your settings to 1,000 miles away? There was this girl that showed up that's 861 miles away.
I get that a lot. Was that Tinder?
So,
I
all
get
right,
that a lot.
I'm glad you said that, Alex.
I don't.
Why did you tell this little girl that you lived in Gulfport, Mississippi? Because to me, what it seemed like is you're reaching out to these underage girls from thousands of miles away, and you're trying to exploit them for child pornography. Because you begged her for pictures, and when she said no, you had her fake number. When she told you no, you quit messaging her. Then you came back. She told you no again, you quit messaging her. And then when I told you, hey, I'm going to take a bus to you, you gave me your real number. So were you trying to exploit these children from far away for child pornography, yes or no?
I wouldn't say child, maybe
Nope.
just to have sex.
From thousands of miles away, children. How do you expect to have sex with them? Were you trying to get child from them, yes or no?
You mean like pictures?
Yes.
I asked yes, but I never expected to actually receive it. I'm being honest. I asked to have new pictures.
Then why do you search for children thousands of miles away, hundreds of miles away?
Well, I didn't search for it. She was on Meet Me and it said 18. It didn't say 13. until she told me.
When you're on there and you're scrolling, it shows you locals.
Well, and you still knew that it was.
Well, on my filter, it has 18 to 31, and it shows everyone within the area.
Right. You still knew that it was CP. Like, it doesn't matter if her profile said 18, but you still knew she was 13 at the time. Correct? Yes or no? Okay.
After she told me.
Right. Of course. So, like I said, that doesn't matter. And I don't expect to get sent CP. He doesn't expect it. I don't think anyone here expects to get sent CP because they're never going to ask for it or be in that situation to where I'm talking with someone that has CP. That's not someone like you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking to my friend or my acquaintance that has CP. I'm not expecting it to get sent to me because none of us are attracted to that. You put yourself in that situation because you have that attraction. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you getting a boner talking to us right now? Okay.
See.
My knee just hurts.
Geez, do you expect to match with any of these people?
I had 2. And I don't even remember. One lives in South Carolina.
Do you have a fantasy about getting with a female that has a daughter and having sex with that female and the daughter at the same time? Because you told me 2 separate stories about that. With the 6-year-old and 8-year-old.
Do I have a fantasy? Yes.
Of having sex with a woman and her daughter, prepubescent daughter. Yes or no? Because you've said that you told me 2 separate stories.
I know what you said, yes. I have a fantasy, but do I ever act on it? No.
So have you ever wanked that fantasy? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Of an 8-year-old?
Of having sex with the mother.
And her 8-year-old daughter, yes or no?
But
have you wanked to it?
Jerked off, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So earlier you said you haven't ever jerked to the thought of an 8-year-old, but now you said you just have. So you were lying to us earlier then, yes or no?
You're going in circles, man.
Yeah, no, because I honestly get confused on the type of questions you ask because the way you word it, it confuses me.
Do we need to go down to like 2nd grade level? Tell us where we need to be.
Well, that's what he likes.
Yeah,
because you said before that you had no attraction to prepubescent children, and now you're saying that you wanked to the thought of having sex with an 8-year-old and her mother.
The fantasy with the mother. It was just not just having sex with that 8-year-old, whatever.
Oh my God! This match on Tinder said you look like a sex offender.
Really?
No.
I did have that happen before.
Really?
On Meet Me.
Yeah.
Twice, actually.
This other one said you look like a cast off of the show Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. I know, I get that a lot too.
And this other one said you have this really small energy.
I like that.
You like being humiliated?
I've been used to it since I was 5 years old.
That's depressing.
The pity party don't work.
I didn't say it worked. I know it don't work. I'm just saying I've been humiliated since I was like 5. Been beat on, abused, picked on. Because I was always a kid in grade school being fat.
All right, boo-hoo. Can you go get your mom, please? Look how hesitant he is to see a girl over the age of 18 naked. Go ahead.
Do we need to stand right here and wait, or do you want us to wait? Okay. Yeah, he told me she wasn't here. Keep it on him.
Cut it off. Just cut the stream off.
What's up, guys? Someone said, how do I become a member? Go to my homepage and click the join button. Thank you so much. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed is she about to be?
Probably a 9.
Have you ever had therapy?
Very shortly, I will. I've been waiting to get into therapy.
Man, I mean, come on, dude. You had that stuff happen to you when you were a kid.
Oh, therapy in my whole life?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Because I never got put in it.
So
my dad didn't want to put me in it because...
How old are you?
28.
So you've been an adult for 10 years, and you know you have these problems.
I see. Honestly, when I went to prison, I came out of prison. I went into therapy in prison twice with 2 different teachers. I finished the last one.
I just want to tell you this. I used to be a therapist. So before you BS me.
I didn't even see you had the phone. honestly, at the time when I came out of prison, I didn't know how to go about it. Like, I didn't know how the principle of me looking for therapy like that in my area where I was located. It was, to me, I thought it was going to be challenging and scared. I didn't know how to do it.
So at no point you didn't think,
No,
I have a problem and I could go to jail and, you know, I don't get it, man.
It's crazy how
I tried, honestly, I tried to get in counseling. I tried looking, but I didn't know where to look because my dad wouldn't help me. I was lost when I came out of prison until I came down here.
I mean, how many times are you? I mean, it's dude. You know, the whole thing about everybody's equal is bullshit. Like, not everybody's born into an equal situation. Everybody's equal under the law, but not everybody's equal. I mean, I didn't grow up in a trailer park. I grew up in like a decent house and shit. So, you know, we're not equal in that regard. Luckily, I had it better than you did. So, again, so what's this whole? At what point do you stop playing victim and realize you have circumstances, but you got to do something about it?
I'm doing something right now about it.
Nothing's ever going to change unless you open up.
How's it going, ma'am?
You got to get all that out.
Mind if you come talk to us? We're not like
I know
hurting
it's
anybody.
It's
Who are you?
We're two different hunting teams.
Huh?
We're two different hunting teams.
Okay.
He's been speaking to what he believed to be a 13-year-old girl, grooming her for weeks, and thought she was coming here to stay with him. And he told us in chats graphically how he had sex with a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, all kind of stuff. Graphic messages.
I don't know nothing about that.
Well, ma'am, he's a sex offender.
Well, I got a stack of papers here if you want to go through some of them.
Yeah.
Was this recently?
This is the past 2 weeks.
Yep. It was a site on Meet Me.
I told you stop the damn thing. There's this meat market.
You're right. I'm actually working on that right now.
You would have been getting help if you show up here.
No, actually, no. I'm being in the wait line for a group.
So if you knew that you were going to get help, why are you still doing it though? Like there's literally nothing deterring
So
you.
why are you filming this, first of all?
Oh, just for documentation purposes to make sure, like, to make sure that, you know, we didn't hurt him, he didn't hurt us. And, you know, every good movie needs a trailer, so.
Well, I think we need to turn the cameras off at this point.
We're just documenting it.
So why do you have so many copies of this?
That's not just, that's all different text.
That's all the messages, I believe.
That's not all of them. That's a quarter of them, maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot.
He also sent this child penis pictures, several penis pictures.
What?
It was my.
Why were you doing that?
It was.
He wanted to make us feel better about our own size, ma'am.
I don't care about that. I'm asking Eric.
Just saying.
Why? Why are you doing this, Eric?
Because
Why?
She loves you, man, and you're hurting her again.
I was on, like I said, I was on that website.
Alright, I don't have anything else to say. Just,
Can I explain that to you later?
yeah.
Please.
Hey, it's your life.
No, I want to explain to you later, okay?
Eric, I'm done. Okay? You need to tell them to turn the camera off. I don't want no part of this.
I know.
Yeah, ma'am.
We're not gonna have you in it.
I told you.
That's another one.
Okay, I will explain later. Jeez.
God, mom.
That's paper.
You can save those for material later to finish too.
I'm not gonna finish it. I'm just gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hi, how's it going? There's a situation going on here. What's your address?
959.
959 Airport. 959 Airport's a trailer park here. There's a man who's a sex offender that lured who he believed was a 13-year-old girl for sex, and he's admitted to it, and we're just like here with him. I would like for the police to come and see what's going on.
He's on probation.
Yeah, and he's on probation currently for being a sex offender. Well, see, we do something like to catch a predator. Luckily, there was no little girl, but however, he is a sex offender, and he did believe a 13-year-old girl was coming to meet him. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, he said
Okay, so he came to this residence thinking a little 13-year-old girl was there, and he's there now?
Well, he
lured her to his house.
Girl, he ordered the 13-year-old girl, who he thought was, to his house. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. So if y'all could come, that'd be great.
What's your name?
My name's Alex Rosen. ALEX ROSEN.
Okay, what is his name?
Eric Favre, ERICFAVRE.
And is he there now?
Yep, right here. Yeah, we're not like hurting him or anything, and you know, we're just all standing here, and he's definitely a menace to society for sure.
Okay, so he's standing there beside you right now and he's not trying to leave or anything?
Well, I mean, yeah, his mom basically just said go f yourself to him, so not much you can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Are you just a family friend or what? How are you?
Well, we have an organization that does this across the country that catches people who believe they're preying on underage kids, and we show up and we ask them about it, then call the police on them. And you know what we do is we get the whole confession on camera to make it easier for law enforcement to go just arrest them, you know.
Okay, and what's the organization you're with?
Well, it's called Predator Poachers.
Predator Poachers.
Yeah, POACHERS.
Okay, all right, we're gonna have an officer on the way, okay?
Okay, all right, bye.
All right.
Officer is on the way.
You gotta get help, dude.
And then calling that cops right there, you know, whether or not you go today, it is not even the issue. All right, whatever happens when he gets here, you got to change. You got to change.
I will, sir. I've been waiting to go to group. I've been waiting. That's
Now,
the problem.
Is that cop going to take you to jail? Maybe, maybe not. When your probation finds out, the probation officer finds out, they're going to be able to make the conscious decision whether you need to be free or you need to go back.
I mean, it's just not encouraging. So you've been caught by a group like this. You've gone to jail. You like everything that could stop you from doing it again to any guy with common sense has been put into place. I mean, dude, it's a sick attraction you have, man. I mean, you go through loopholes. You take risks to just go do this.
And I'm amazed that like your probation officer didn't tell you had to go do therapy or
She
nobody
did.
in the.
I'm in the waiting list. That's what I'm waiting for.
What kind of waiting list, man? You can get a therapist anytime, dude. All
I
you
got
gotta
you
do
the
is pick up
rest
the
if you
phone
need
and
it.
call.
Because she called. I called the place in Athens. That's where I have to go. Dr. Cardozo is his name. He told me that I had to wait till June because it's a long waiting list. I already paid money.
So I guess there's just one therapist then.
No, there's two that's in Gainesville, but they're packed up till June too. But they're even more.
I don't buy it.
That's a therapist right there. If you need to talk to any of us here right now while you're waiting on
I
this,
used to work with kids that were in residential group homes.
do you mind being on camera?
No, that's fine. They were in residential group homes, and they were abused, and then they turned around and abused their siblings, man. So I'm very familiar with all this, man.
This is a therapist that works with children.
Not anymore.
Or
but I
used to.
I understand. I know. Ever since I got in probation, when I came down here, I called them. I had to wait to pay the $850. I got a job. It took a while to get the $850. I just paid it last month. They told me, okay, your next appointment will be June 7th because there's a long waiting list for people to get in the group.
What group?
It's sexual group. Sexual.
You don't need to be in a group. You need to have individual therapy.
It's called
With
group.
A one-on-one.
She
therapist.
told me no.
I don't do.
She told me I'd be having one-on-one counseling.
Eric, just a minute.
She told me I had one-on-one counseling online, freaking video chat because of COVID. I was just afraid. Of what's going on.
Do you wish you would have done that different now?
Oh, I
Now
always
you're standing there?
been wishing, and I wish, someone would have helped me before that would ever happen. But
you got to accept the help.
oh, no, I know. What I'm saying is like before I got arrested, I wish my dad was willing to come in and help me.
Right.
How you doing, sir?
Morning, officer.
It was to be honest, it was hard.
It is hard, dude.
And I don't.
It's hard,
This
man.
guy's a sex offender right here, and he lured who he thought was a 13-year-old girl to his home. He admitted everything, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, of course it was fake. But it was on a site called Meet Me.
Yeah.
It said she was 18, but then
He also admitted in these chats to having sex with a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. Graphic.
but I never did anything.
And he's also on felony probation for recent sexual charges.
Come over here and talk to me. Is this y'all's Suburban?
Yes, sir.
Sit down.
Sit right on my bus. Take me from the start.
Well, it's really more him.
Okay, so basically what we do, we go on, we do YouTube videos, and we go around the country catching these guys that lure children in order to have sex with them, exploit them. He has 2 counts of child pornography already, and 2 counts of aggravated sexual assault on children.
So how did y'all come to find out about the...
He messaged, so we make a decoy account on these dating apps, and we do not reach out to them first. They contact us first. And in the first 3 messages, I told him I'm 13 years old, and he continued. And I live in Biloxi, Mississippi. I usually don't go this far to do anything, but he was just so graphic and horrible.
you have the phone with
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've got printouts too somewhere.
Yeah, hey, where's some printouts?
Oh, yep. This isn't every message he sent, but it's like the key points. And he's been more graphic since we printed them. I printed those like 2 days ago.
Also, his sex offender registry is in there as well somewhere.
Where's the devices that y'all talked to him on?
I got this one right here.
What devices y'all talked to him on?
This one.
Can I see it?
Absolutely.
All right, well, first off, this right here is going to be taken into evidence. You're not going to get it back. It's going to be dumped by the GBI. Okay.
How long can it be before I get it back?
I don't know. We got to have the device that you used to contact them with to be able to dump it. So it's going to be taken, be put into evidence. We'll get the GBI to dump it for us, and then go from there. That's the way this is going to work.
I mean, I have no problem with that, but I live 2 states away.
Sorry, that's the way it works.
Can you give me a timeline?
Because here's the reason why. You may have printouts of everything, but we don't know what else, other kind of conversations come about.
All right.
Just because of what you got for us doesn't mean that's the whole story. If we take this to court, put this on the stand, there's way too many ways this could go. So we have to prove that this is what happened. Okay? I don't know how long this is going to be. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be 6 months from now. I don't know. It's not up to us.
So when it's complete, will that be mailed to me?
When it's complete, it'll either be mailed back to you or you'll have to come and get it. Like I said, this is up to the GBI and not up to us.
Before you take it, can I take some of my contacts out of there and just save them on his phone?
I'll talk to the investigator about that because now this is evidence.
I understand. I mean, whatever it takes to get this guy.
Just like that camera right there is evidence.
I got you.
That's recording the stop. That one right there, recording the incident. That one you got in your hand is evidence. It's recording this.
I can pull the memory card.
Is there a computer that y'all been contacting on also?
No, not at all.
Because if so, we need it. Anything that you contacted him with, we need it.
I mean, that's that phone right there.
Okay. Y'all think so? Let me make a phone call right back.
Yes, sir.
She was on the site.
Bring him in handcuffs, yo.
When they initially made contact with him, all that conversation is on an SD card. I gave it to Hayden. He got it right there and everything else.
Awesome.